going on. Uh, I was talking earlier about that. I think it's in Joel. It says, our visage is blacker than coal. There is another possibility and meaning behind that, and I'm going to get into it a little bit here. There's a story I read in the history of the Ojibwe people, and it's talking about this dude. He was with his family, and they were out at this hunting like lodge. They used to build these like little camps, and sometimes people go out there by themselves, just take their family, so the whole tribe's not there, but they're way out and far in hunting land. And the neighbors might, you know what I'm saying? You're closer to the neighbors and farther away from your peeps, basically. What happens here? Okay, yeah, the dude's son. They're at this camp, right? And the dude's son comes in, and listen, the son immediately goes to his weapons and he starts loading his stuff up, and he goes to each of his guns and he loads them up, and then he pulls out he gets his tomahawk out and his knife, and the father's seen this, and the dude didn't even say anything. The father's seen it, and he goes. He was wondering why the son was troubled, but he didn't want to alarm anyone. So he said, I'm going to go out and get some willow to smoke. So he goes out, and sure enough, he follows his son's footprints, and it leads him to a trail that was wide and beaten down heavy. So it means a large amount of Indians were around, and he could tell from the moccasin prints that it was the neighbors. So he goes home, gets everyone into battle mode. Hear them birds? Anyway, he takes his two daughters, and he takes them and hides them, and he says, when I do this bird call, I want you to run to the tribe and run for your lives. So fast forward, it's nighttime. They can hear the neighbors howling like wolves and coyotes, and doing their intimidation tactics. And basically, then came the fire after sundown. Indians' favorite time to attack was sundown and right in the morning before sunup. I mean, they were real. They could be some real cutthroat bastards, man. You know what I'm saying? Basically, sometimes. But no, it's like normally you had to really do something to them, though. You know what I'm saying? Or they had legit causes for revenge, but it's just they had to learn that lesson that nothing. Look, evil only brings about more evil. You know, basically. But anyway, more into this type of a story. They start catching barrages of bullets, and when the gunfire stopped, they started to rush in. And it said even the grandmother, before she was killed, she took out an enemy with her tomahawk. Even the grandmother. So basically, this guy, his son, the grandmother, the wife, I don't even think there was a wife there. She was probably already dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. I could be wrong there. But look, he whistled out to his little birds, which was his two granddaughters, and they ran off. So basically, this guy, whole family slaughtered, and he had to flee naked, basically. And on the way home, the other tribe heard all the gunfire, and then the two birds got there, and then they had their dudes out creeping, and basically they caught the enemy going home, and it was like basically a couple dudes were like, yeah, we're gonna take a piss, and then these guys never show up again, and then a couple more of them go back, and then they don't show up, and then dudes come jumping out the bushes and just shoot the rest, and two of them go home. That's it. That two two sad warriors go home to tell their sad tale. Basically, I mean, and that's really how this thing works. But anyway, this guy still lost his freaking family, so he went away by himself for a period of time to do mourning, basically. And what he did is he basically he put, it's like the way Indians made that's what black paint means. It means you're mourning a death. And you're basically fasting in a way, and you're doing a lamentation. Like, look, there's a freaking book or in the Bible called Lamentations. You know what I'm saying? Indians can really wail. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, it's like there's a part in Aaron in the Bible, man, where they get these ashes, and they're supposed to, when they do these fasting periods and stuff like that, they basically put these ashes on their head, and they put on some real gutter clothes, like either animal skins or just basically rags, like bags you use for what are those, burlap sacks? You know what I'm saying? That could, you know what I mean? So, and here's another thing: the Indian did it in secret. Like it was saying, like, publicly everyone knew he was really messed up, but he didn't want to be around anyone while he was going through this, because it is hard energy to deal with. You don't want to be around people when you're going through things, and I'm realizing this now. That's why they made certain people stay outside of the camp for certain times if certain things happen, because just like these dudes got their beards cut and they were like, tarry 7 days before you come back in to the city, because they knew it kind of, that hurts a person's spirit when they're publicly humiliated. So it's like they have to give them their time to get over it. But anyway, this guy, it says an Indian never throws away his tears. So basically, this dude soaked in his tears, man, for his dead family members. And while he was out by himself, he just hunted all the beaver around, and he amassed a fortune in beaver skins. And then he sent it to the trading post and basically bought a bunch of guns and a bunch of men. Then he sent the war club from tribe to tribe around and said, hey, do any men want to go get revenge? And a bunch of dudes showed up. And this dude actually went and pushed all the way into Wisconsin from this basic story here about the little birds, and an Indian never throws away his tears. And even how it's like I'm saying, dude, it's not the same as the Bible, dude, but it's similar. It's based on the same concept, dude, just like oil in the hair, oily hair, and putting ashes on your face, having fasts, separating menstruous women. It's Levitical in a way, man. I mean, I know it's not, like I said, man. It seems like it's not a. It's like a. Like I said, man. It's like they tried to copy it the best they could from what they could remember. That's what it seems like to me. And then going wild. Uh, you know, things had to be a little different. They kept it more tabernacly because they never even seen the temple. Well, maybe they did. Or maybe they didn't. Who knows, man? I mean, who knows? We'll probably never know until Judgment Day, but it's interesting stuff, man, to think about. And once again, here's another thing, Ezekiel, where it talks about what is it? I'll make your head hard as flint. Here's another one. Whoa. What is it, man? Oh yeah, mark them who cry. You know what I'm saying? There's another one that they might not receive judgment. I think it's something to that effect. I mean, so there's another, these reoccurring themes of the, you know, of these certain customs, man. Reoccurring themes.